Bayley was trending quite a bit here with her match against Bianca. Hell of a match. They always have good chemistry in there, but there was people couldn't help but notice. Damage Control had an opportunity to get in there, help Bayley get the win. They didn't. They didn't. And Dakota Kai had to have some words with her. That turn on Bayley going to be crazy, according to Seth at Future Freeski. A lot of people talking about this. The Bayley face turn looks like it's coming. Will we see Bayley versus Io Sky at WrestleMania?
I don't want them to break up. I like Damage Control, like, and they've just gotten their, keep getting their group together. It's a solid group. I'm like, no, don't break them up just yet. But I feel like that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a turn, and
Right.
it's gonna all happen at Mania. I just know it. They're just gonna break up
Oh, you
altogether, and they're
think
gonna have the teams.
it's going to happen at Mania?
Not at Mania, but I think, like, as we're slowly getting up to there, that's what's gonna
Got it.
happen, and then it's gonna, then finally the match is gonna happen there.
Got it. You think Damage Control completely splits up, or you think it's just Bayley's the one that gets ousted?
Mm, I think maybe Bayley for now. I wonder if they'll do a thing where then, like, some of them will start to also, like, piece off and then join her. I don't know if I'm getting that vibe yet. I mean, we
I'm
just
not
got in this
getting that
little,
vibe at
yeah.
all.
I was gonna say, I mean, this is just like the teaser for now. I wonder if, like, they'll do that later on. But yeah, I think, like, that's what will happen leading up to Mania.
I can't help but think about Judgment Day, right? When I'm seeing this, when Edge first formed Judgment Day, and what happened with him, like when they turned on him and did their own thing, right? Now, I feel like that went a little too quick, for my taste
Hmm.
on how that happened with Edge. Like, oh, this came out of nowhere, but this has
Yeah.
been like building for a while. They're slow playing this, and I feel like the timing is perfect on how they're doing it. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. I think Bayley is going to be ultimately ousted. I think Damage Control will still remain intact and probably be better than ever. Um, Bayley being face man, we haven't seen that in ages,
Hmm.
and she's just done such incredible work as a heel. Like completely reinvented herself. I think actually revitalized blank on a word here, revitalized her career turning heel. She was when she came from NXT as the hugger
Hmm.
into WWE, like in the main roster, it was stale. Like there was just there was no connect there. Like she was incredibly over in that character as a persona in WWE, but like it didn't necessarily hit in the main roster for whatever reason. But until she turned into this, and it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be interesting to see. Like, does she go back to being the hugger? Does she does she remain kind of like a version of this? What do you think?
I don't know. Like, I can't see her now going back to this hugger gimmick. I know she's like, it's that slow face turn, but like, I don't see her going full-fledged back onto that hugger gimmick. I don't think it's just gonna, like,
Or is
hit
it
like
something
how it
else?
used to. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be something else. 'Cause she's not that person anymore. She's not, like, in that era anymore. It's past, it's been done with, like.
I see you, Swifty.
You know me. But, like, it's just not that anymore. It's not gonna hit like how it did back in, like, 2014. It's not her anymore, so she has to create something else, this new babyface version of her as this, like, new persona in a sense.
Right. Right. It cannot be the same as it is right now per se because she's
Mhm.
just such a clear heel. This version of herself, she can't go back to being the hugger. That's for sure because that just did not work. And you're right. That's a completely different era for her. I don't even think her like finding it in between would work. I think it's just it has to be something else in a way. Because she's naturally going to get like the babyface reaction and like the sympathy because like she was betrayed by her group. So there's going to be that, right? But then it's going to be then what? I'm curious to see how she transforms her character at this point here. So Bailey Io Sky, I think we kind of agree here that that looks like it's going to happen.
Yeah,
So
it'll happen.
that means Bailey's winning Rumble. Boom. We just figure it out. We
I'm
just figure
still
it out.
on Jade Cargill.
You heard it here. Samira agrees with me. Bayley's winning the Royal Rumble, set in stone.